Yo guys, my name is Jeracraft and today I have a bunch of different decorations that you guys can add to your Minecraft world. Now after experimenting with various different fence designs in my last video, I did actually come across a bunch of different techniques that you can use to develop some really interesting designs. Now I don't know about you guys, but I always restricted myself to adding extra decoration using a normal armor stand. But now with a bit of experimenting, I've managed to develop my own kind of statues, which I think work really well for any Minecraft world. That is, of course, if you don't mind one of your statues having a although I would kind of use this statue as a simple scarecrow. Now the really cool thing about all these designs is the fact that they all fit in a 1 block radius. No oversized decorations, no texture packs, no command blocks, and definitely no mods. All of these decorations were created using standard old-fashioned building. Now I'm just really hoping that none of you guys have seen any of these creations before. It did take me a couple of hours to put together, but I know YouTube, there are a lot of Minecraft builders, so I sincerely apologize in advance if you have come across this design before. Now I am almost definitely certain that most of you guys are incredible Minecraft builders and might be able to replicate these creations just by looking at them. But for the purposes of this video, I'm going to show you how to build a few of them so that you guys get a few build tips and ideas into building your very own, as well as recreating these. Right guys, so let's jump into a more in-depth show around as well as a little bit of a tutorial video so that you guys can get an idea of how I built these. I mean, these are relatively easy to build. All you need is some oak wood slab, a fence gate, and then you can simply drop in an armor stand, and as you can see, it creates such a nice shape as it just looks like a stickman. And even if you open the gate, it looks like he's about to give you a huge hug with his arms wide open. It looks so strange, but works so well. Just look at this. Adding in some armor creates some nice arms on each side of the armor stand. It's just a huge improvement in my opinion. These are relatively easy to build as well. All you have to do is build, add a sign, some fence gate on the top, and then again just drop in an armor stand and it creates this weird looking statue. No idea why you would want this, but I mean, I used this as a scarecrow, so why not? Now over here guys, we have two great flagpoles. We got America and Great Britain. I do not take credit for this. This is the one thing I did not create. These are relatively easy to build though. We got oak wood slab and then 2 blocks of fence just like this. Just remove the bottom fence and just go randomly placing these armor stands in random directions until you create this shape. And then all you have to do is place the great flag right on top of it, and it's perfect. And this is the exact same concept except with some cobblestone wall. Over here we do have a tree, just the exact same thing except replacing the flag for some leaves, 1 and 2. Looks great as well for decorating a city. Now over here we have the kind of thing you might find in a jungle temple. It has so much detail, but you guys will not believe what you have to do to get this done. I'm gonna show you guys because seriously, you're not gonna believe this. You're just not. We're gonna start dropping in some armor stands in random directions to create that shape using the same technique. Now, in order to replace the grass block in the ground, we have to use some pistons. So, we're going to place 2 pistons facing downwards, just like that, and then activate them using a redstone block. Now, it's very important, guys, remove the piston first. If you do remove the redstone, it'll just bring the armor stands out of the ground. Now, again, we're going to do the exact same thing, this time with some cobblestone wall. This is already getting exhausting, guys. It's crazy. It's absolute madness. I don't even know how I actually got about doing this, to be honest. It's crazy. Again, redstone block. Activate the piston. Drops the cobblestone wall into the armor stand. Now, again, we're going to use the exact same technique. We're going to drop in an armor stand. And using the pistons, we're going to drop in a fence block. There's no other way to get this done, guys. Believe me, you have to follow these steps. I mean, if you do find an easier way, I'll be very impressed. But trust me, I went through hundreds of different designs to get this done. Piston again drops the fence into the armor stand. And then last but not least, all you need is to place that torch. Whew, I am absolutely drenched, exhausted. This is the exact same thing, guys, dropping an armor stand into the ground and using a piston to drop in that crafting table. And you can add in a helmet, gives it a bit of extra detail. This one is amazing, guys. It's crazy. We have a kind of plant inside a cauldron. All you have to do is obviously place a cauldron, fill it up with water, and basically drop armor stands in all directions, but make sure you're using some green leather armor. This one's slightly more complicated. We're gonna have to use some snow for this one, so let me get those materials. Now this by far is one of my favorite designs. We're gonna start off with some snow, randomly stacking it into the ground. The height level doesn't really matter, guys, so don't worry too much about that. We're gonna grab some rail, and using a minecart with a hopper, we're gonna place it right on top and then remove the grass block. That drops straight into the ground, making this lovely shape, guys. Then using the same technique as before, we're gonna grab a piston, some cobblestone wall, activate the piston, and it should fit straight into the mine cart. Then using some cobblestone slab, place it right on top, using the same technique as before. Again, we're gonna need some gate and an armor stand. So there we go, drop the armor stand into the gate, and you can mess about with different techniques, different designs, using different sets of armor. This is the exact same thing, guys, and instead of using a cobblestone slab block, I used a hopper. So there you go, that's just some random different techniques you can use, and it's absolutely amazing. Adds so much extra detail to your worlds, guys. Look at this. This is the exact same thing. We've got a minecart into the ground. We have a piston right inside the minecart, using, of course, another piston to move it in, and then a flower pot. I would use this maybe for a bedside table. Why not? Now, this is the kind of thing you might find in a storage room, maybe a basement, just to add in, you know, random bits of decoration. It's really easy to make. All you have to do is place 3 armor stands in a row, and then using some pistons right on each side, activate them, and it just randomly sticks them together. I really do not know how this works. It's so random, and it's not even fitted into one block. So I honestly, just Minecraft logic here, guys. This is a really, really awesome table, guys. And you might be wondering how I got about doing this. Let's remove this grass block, and surprise, surprise, we have a lonely sheep. I feel so bad for him, but it makes such a nice table, doesn't it? It's great. You can even make some nice kind of pillars, maybe for a front porch. Removing this grass block again. I mean, at least this time they're not lonely. We have 2 sheep in there. Same thing over here, using a nice fencing with a bit of extra decoration. And oh, he's bouncing about. So why not, guys? Just some animal cruelty here, but at least you get some nice decoration, right? So next up, we have some glass casings, the kind of thing you might find in a museum. I really like this original version, even though there's no armor on it. I just think it kind of works really well, and you can make variations to the design. We've got some mine carts over here. We got the same technique as before, using some pistons to push in the cobblestone wall. And last but not least, we have a miniature furnace, the kind of thing you might find in a hobbit house, and I love this design. It's again using the same technique, dropping in a furnace and using some cobblestone wall with some pistons. It's perfect. The amount of stuff you can create is almost endless. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to stay tuned to more videos. Apart from that, if you had any difficulties with this video whatsoever, with any of the designs, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to reply to every single one of you. Thank you for watching, guys. This is Jeracraft, over and out.